Well, live. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the channel. Live on a Sunday. Let me just get a wee. Hold on. Bear with me. There we go. There's Sean Connery. Right, put him in. Amuse yourself with Sean. Right. All the colours. 15 minutes. Big. Boom. Right, some transfer talk. I'm going to get some rumours up here and discuss it. Even though I don't really know what's going on. We'll discuss something. What's happening? Caleb, yeah, I'm doing all right. No bad. No bad. Just want the football to return. Long way away yet, but what is it? Spain playing Germany right now? I could maybe put that on, but I think you need to pay £2.50 for that, and I'm not paying £2.50 for Germany versus Spain. But Rangers. Cyril Dessers, Der Torchman, what other news? Jamie Vardy, Connor Cody. We'll put actually, you know what? We'll put that up for a poll. You would like Cody from Leicester City? I know a good poll. What area do we need the most? What area do we need to upgrade the most? Right. Wingers. Creative midfielder we'll go with, because I don't think we need any. Centre backs. Boom. Right. Sorry, I had to put my free IQ together there just to whip that one out. Injury records a concern. Yeah, I don't really want to be signing anybody that's injury prone, but Connor Cody is, isn't he? I mean, Jamie Vardy's injury prone as well. I mean, if we link with anybody that's got a clean bill of health. Good to hear, mate. I want it back already, lol. Can't wait for the first game of the season, to be honest. Have a bit of faith in Martin. Absolutely. And you're drowned now. But yeah, I can't wait, man. 6th of July against. You're going to get GTA 6 because I heard Chapter 5 is in development hell. Development hell. I'm going to get it, of course I'm going to get it, but the trailer didn't do anything for me, man. I think from a story point of view, it looks trash. Again, could be proved wrong, but I don't know. But we put up a poll, so get voting on that. Like, I don't think we need a striker personally. Well, we do, but is it the area of the pitch that I feel like we desperately need? No, I think we need a creative midfielder. We need wingers. We need centre backs. So we'll have to wait and see. Have I got a holiday booked this year? You bet your bottom dollar. The big man's always got magical mystery tours lined up. But yeah, both wingers, both sides. Get rid of Matot. We need a right mid. We need a right winger, right mid. So we'll see how that goes. Sean, any good news? I do not want a 32-year-old Cody. Like, what's the point? That's not building a team for the future for me. I think he'd be all right, but again, I agree. I'd rather get someone younger. But who haven't really seen us linked with any young centre backs. What is the plan with Rabbi Matondo? Get him out the door. But Russell Martin. What about Tava? He sees no reason to strip him of the captaincy. I see about 100 reasons to strip him of the captaincy, man. That's it. You quite like Martin, to be honest. I mean, days have passed since it got announced, so I'm not as annoyed at it as I was. But I have to back him. He's the man. He's the 20th Rangers manager. Nothing I say is going to unchange that. So until he does wrong, I am backing big Russell Martin. Absolutely, I'm backing him. Nah, no one will take a punt on him, right? I'm going to try and get some transfer targets up on Twitter. What is going on here? Didn't know Range Rovers. Yeah, this Durtogen. Was it 26 goals and assists combined in 44 games? I think that's all right. Martin is keeping Tavanir. Enough said for our ambition. I know. Just get rid of the fucking guy, man. Just take the armband off him. What leverage does James Tavanir have over these new managers? Because he's not good enough anymore. At least like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, it's like, well, you know what? He's still at a decent level. See now, man, he's done. He's absolutely done. He speaks well, Russell Martin, but do the talking on the pitch. I agree, right? What the hell's going on there? Who else we linked with? We're linked with a bunch of championship players, man, because that's Russell Martin's forte. Apparently, right, Rangers transfers. But Connor Cody, 32, I don't even know what his contract situation is. Would it be on a free? I'm not too sure. But as for Tavernier, see, none of us are brain dead. Getting rid of Tavernier doesn't fix the problems, but of course it sorts that. 20 million could not buy a pint of lager in Glasgow. Shocking, shocking. Depends where you go. You get fucking robbed. Apparently, Rangers have entered the race alongside Habsburg to sign Matejka Friggin per 24 Sata, whatever that means. Friggin joined Westerlo 2 years ago for Rijeka in a €5.5 million transfer. So, would you take Cal Walker-Peters on a free transfer? Yeah, I mean, why not? I think he's all right. Yeah, see James Tavernier playing Russell Martin style of football with his aging body. It's going to be a disaster, man. It truly, truly is. Vardy, and I would take Vardy. So we get 16 votes on that poll. What is the area that we need the most? 44% saying centre backs. Tend to agree. I mean, what is the one area of the pitch that I feel like we are horrific in? It's a commanding centre back that's match fit. Because I like Balogun, but we all know the score. Fit for one game, misses 5. Wingers, you literally don't have any wingers. So many areas, man. And Russell Martin says we're going to bring in 1 or 2. We need, you know, we need way more than 1 or 2, man. That was a good goal for Cal Walker-Peters. I remember it. Yeah, defensively, man. So fullback, but yeah, it's the right back position. And I mean, get rid of Yefty. No, not Yefty. He's not going. If Yilmaz goes to Turkey, which gets linked every window, man, it's a load of shite. Ho Sean with the £5 super chat. That's what I like to see. Rangers managers get good hair. He does. He's got a good wife as well, or as a girlfriend. I don't know. Lucy Pinder. That's no bad. That's some good stuff. But yeah, let's see. The guy for Maccabi El Aviv, Tel Aviv. I don't even know, man. He looks all right. Scores in European football. He's doing all right in the World Cup qualifiers as well. Capped international. He looks decent. You know what I mean? And it'd stir up a wee bit of controversy, which is always welcome. Rangers, man, yeah, I've already read that. Midfield is our strongest area. Yeah. Raskin, Barron, Rice, Cameron, Diamonde. The centre mid, we don't need to sign any centre mids for me. Absolutely not. We don't. I feel like traditional CDMs are kind of, they almost don't exist anymore to a degree. So, but the centre mid defensive area of the midfield, sort it, man. Honestly, if you don't sell any of them, you renew their contracts. You've got a decade's worth of talent there because they're only going to get better. So that is the only area of this team that fills me with confidence. The actual midfield, capped internationals and some very good prospects, but we'll see. Going to be sales for you buy. Hopefully, wait, I want sales. I want sales. Is there really any point caring about football when the Epstein files still haven't been released? What do we make of that then? Is Trump on it? Aye, I tell you what, if Trump was on the Epstein files, it'd have been released by now. All right, that's no prediction. That's a spoiler. To quote Paul Heyman. What's the price for Turturgan? Turtujman? I don't even know how you call his name, man. 4 million in that ballpark. What worries me, Stevie, is they'll say we only have 2 new signings to start. Yeah, it's like we're a direct like I'm literally putting up a poll here. About 4 areas we need players. It's not like he said we need to improve 1 or 2 areas. He's saying we're bringing in 1 or 2. It's crazy. Like Cortez and Matondo are paperweights, man. They're shite, and so's McCausland. He's a paperweight. There's no point to them. All 3 of them need to go. Not good enough. Absolutely need. We need to shell. Yep. Yeah. What's this about Trump and Elon Musk following it? Essentially, I haven't read too much into it, but essentially Trump made a few deals that affects Elon Musk, and he's kind of spat the dummy about it. That's what it looks like from the outside. It's kind of funny seeing these 2 guys go at it. The president of America and the richest man in the world. But I mean, Elon Musk greeting about money, and I'm not saying because he's the richest man, right, he should just get fleeced, because you need to be a good businessman and keep your money. I get that. But he's doing a bit of fucking greeting about it, ain't he, though? Honestly, man. We'll see. See what happens there. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. But centre back and striker the most. See, I think the problem is with the striker situation. Igamani, if we would play Igamani as the number 1, with Dessers being the backup, I think that would fix it. But we all know it probably won't be that. But Russell Martin. But I know another thing. I was thinking about this the other day. We get rid of what? Who we get all rid of? Lawrence, Hadji, Balogun. Who's the other guys we get rid of? Was it just those 3? Like Casemiro, Joe, right? A few other loans, Tierney, and some other guy. I don't know who the other guy is. Someone remind me. Did Russell Martin want rid of them? Like, if Russell Martin, right, was announced as Rangers manager, say at the start of May before the season ended, would he have wanted to keep them? No, obviously, out of all of them, I mean, the only 2 I would really want it to keep would have been Hadji and Tierney, because I think letting Hadji go on a freeze, crazy, and I think Tierney, I mean, you can't just pass up his stats, man. But again, just letting them go out the door, no good enough. Good to see no real interest in Igamani at the moment. Absolutely. Yeah, no one's going to buy any of the shite players, man. And Danilo. I think once upon a time, man, people defended Danilo against Dessers. There is no upside to keeping Danilo. See, if we don't get rid of Cyril Dessers, at least you can say, well, you know what? Yeah, he's shite and he costs us a lot of goals, but he still produces goals at the same time. Danilo just produces hospital bills, man. It ain't the Americans, brother. Ben Davies still in the books. We need to get rid of him, man. Apparently, Russell Martin wants to play 4-6-0, have the players eating hummus and chickpeas all day. No wonder the gay flag is flying high at Ibrox. Hummus? I've tried hummus. 4-6-0, man. He's a member of the Green Party as well. As long as he's a fucking member of the Title 56 party at the end of the season, that's all that matters to me. Kieran Doyle, he's still here, folks, man. Kieran Doyle, baby. I can't do another season of Dessers scoring most of his goals, like the 4th and 5th goal. True. I think the best case scenario up front is you get rid of Danilo and you bring in Fardy or the Torchman. Ideal world, you get rid of Danilo and Dessers and you bring in both of those guys. It's like, see the fact though we have no wingers, like literally no wingers that are good. Why not try and play? I know it's not his style of play, but why not? He just has the one way, Martin. Until we actually see it, I can't really judge it completely until he does it for us. But if you've got no wingers, man, I'd like to see maybe 2 up front at some point. Especially if you've got. I mean, I would have liked to have seen Igamani and Dessers both playing up front rather than Dessers is through the middle and Igamani's at the left. But you don't get any fun stuff, don't you, know what, man? Then how long would you take a bet before you get really neck and neck with Celtic? Seriously, I'm no. You're not going to kid on. You'll be pish for good. Nah, I won't be pish for good. Like, but I mean, neck and neck. I know what you mean because we could win the league next year and then you go forward with it. But I think with the 49ers, I do believe once we close the gap, it will be sustainable, hopefully. But it all depends. It depends on the Champions League. If Celtic go at the Champions League this year, that's going to affect them. Coefficients kind of in the mud. I mean, all it takes is Rangers to get in the Champions League 2 years in a row and Celtic to not, and the money situation just drastically changes. I know it's a lot of ifs and buts and moving parts, but that's all it takes, folks. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. That's all. Like, back in the 2021 campaign, we won the league, and it looked like we were light years ahead of Celtic. But then, of course, what happened? We didn't capitalise on it. Crashed out against Malmo, and then for the next couple of years, Celtic built with Ange with Champions League money. And yeah, we actually did. We got Champions League as well, and fucking squandered it. So just need to be smarter with it. Exactly, as Islamic State says, that's what happened. It can be done. Problem is, we overtook Celtic, finished 25 points clear. I don't care what anybody says, that's overtaking someone. Right? You don't finish 25 points clear off luck. You do it because of fucking hard work, but then build on it. You know? That's what happened. That's what happened. Cyril Dessers openly said 2 clubs from Greece are interested. Hopefully they're interested then. This is 6 or 7 new players. Goalkeeper, Faja Milinkovic. That's how you pronounce it probably. I'd take Penrice. Josh Milligan, I'd absolutely forgot about him. Mioski and Dortorsman. Well, if Mioski's on the cheap, like I'd take him. I'd have took him from Aberdeen, but I think we don't. I think we'd begrudge paying Aberdeen. I mean, we begrudge paying Aberdeen about 100k for Connor Barron, so we're not going to pay 6 million for Mioski. That's what I'm really getting forward to. You're going to watch Halloween 4. Enjoy it. Fucking. It's Halloween 4, the one in 98, 20 years later. Don't know. I know, actually, no, it's nowhere near that one. I think the 4th one's. I know, who cares, man? Halloween 4, go enjoy it, big man. Milinkovic was wanted by United, can't see him coming. Yeah, but Man United are shy. Isn't Shankland the way to West Brom? I don't know. To be honest, fuck. Running fog football on this channel, I should be more up to date with transfer news than what I am. I need to. If that's true, I'll look into that. It could be a separate vid in that. If we were going to sign Shankland, I need it to be January 24. That's cost us, man. Again, it doesn't guarantee us the league, but fuck, your chances go up with Shankland, man. He was in the form of his life. We didn't sign him, and then what Steve Clark do? Don't even want to talk about Steve Clark, man. You think, oh, signing 1 or 2 players is bad. Oh, who are we going to sign? Probably Steve Clark would depress you. How's Steve Clark still in a job, by the way? How's he still in a job? Crazy, man. They'll throw him 200 grand a week. Aye, they will. That's it, though. That's what Man United do. Because I think we call him Gokeres. Arsenal wanted him, but they're not paying 300k a week. And then like United are going to give him 500 grand a week. United, man. What an absolute messy a club. And that's Sir Jim Radcliffe. I mean, he'll fire the real hard workers and then replace them with Diddy, man. Steve Robinson, I think, would be a good choice to replace Clark. Aye. I mean, I think, is Ange a bit unrealistic, potentially? I think Ange will probably take a wee bit of time off, but man, just Ange for the style of football, honestly. I mean, I'd like to see, if people are similar age to me, I've never seen us get to a World Cup, you know? And even if you were born in 1990, right, like Jambo Bear, You're like 7 or 8 when the World Cup happened in '98 in France. You have to be of a decent age, like, to actually, if you were like an adult, last time Scotland got to the World Cup. So, yeah, not ideal, folks. Not ideal. Not ideal. I don't know, Islamic State. You're going to have to ask the Celtic fans that. Jambo Bear's 35. No, he's 34. 34, living the dream. He's on the night shift. That's why he's called Son of Scotland 90. 1990, huh? Does anybody get it? How do you like me now? But yeah, have a good evening. Good evening. Sounds like fucking. I would welcome other teams getting taken over. Of course I would. I want the league to get better, improve. Was he bullied at school? I think when you go to Caldervale, fucking supporting Hearts is the least of your worries. If you know, you know. If you don't, then get to know. Ange will probably get other top job. He can't wash kangaroos in Australia for too long. Well, that is true, isn't it? Can't be doing that, man. Needs to sort that out. So the poll: centre backs overtook wingers. Wingers are at 36%, and creative midfielders and fullbacks are 11%. We'll end that. There you go. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. That's fandabidozy. Ange, I could see going abroad. He could go abroad. I don't think the Scotland job's beneath Ange, but he finished 17th with Tottenham. And I think his style of play, the lack of points he got at Tottenham in the second year, I think that would put like a Crystal Palace off, even though they're not going to sack. But see, like a mid-table Premier League team that ain't safe, you know, Tottenham and United always feel safe. I don't know. I don't think they would go for Ange. Ange is overrated and shite. Australian Graham Potter. There you go. Ange getting buried. Ange getting plenty of pelters, is he? Lucy Pinder made 2 great points to get Russell Martin the job. Aye, 2 great points indeed, yo. The Diddies. Absolutely. I can't believe she's going with Russell Martin, man. What's that all about? Shocker, really. Couldn't believe it. I typed that into Google. I was like, what's going on here, Martin? Makes it all worth it in the end. He was linked to Athens for going to Celtic. Might fancy going back to his roots. He mentioned now his family had to flee from there. Could do that. Yeah, I don't think Diamondi's going to Everton, folks. I think that's pretty much ruled out. What time is it? 23 minutes past 9. Ange's lucky United are so pissed he had been sacked ages ago. Tell you what, though, he gets sacked anyway after winning the Europa League. It makes no sense why they kept him. They just used him for the Europa League. But then you look at Mourinho, they sacked him before the Cup final. Don't know. I don't. Thomas Frank, I think, is a good manager. Apparently, he's away to Tottenham, so I think he'll do good. Good to see him managing the Champions League. Could see Ange becoming Greece national manager. But what's the point of managing a club level at Greece? Well, if it's personal too, that's probably it. I don't know, though. Yeah, they get decent money. We'll see where Ange ends up, man. I'm sure he won't go hungry, put it that way. He'll be all right. But yeah, Josh Mulligan, as Kenneth said, I would take him. Penrice as well, but I think Penrice will be decent money. I'd swap Martin for Frank. Oh, fucking course you would. Thomas Frank. What a man. What a fucking guy. So, yeah, to reiterate that poll, 28 votes. 42% wants centre backs. I mean, who are the centre backs? Suter, then Salah. What do you call him? Who's the centre backs? Leon King, that's done. He'll be getting rid of. Proper, he'll be going. Balogun's away. Thank you, Shaw. Another super chat. You see, gentlemen, that's how you do it. Well done, sir. Still game, right? Mourinho still wanting Maida. Aye, 21 million I'm hearing. Ange to return to Celtic and Rodgers' deal is done. I could see it. Hopefully not. Would you take Katic to play the Balogun role? I would, but do we not think the Katic hype completely died down after they got wiped out of what do you call that? What do you call that? The fucking FA Cup. They got beat by City, and that's the last I heard of Katic last season. Man. I don't know what's going on. Like, comment, share, acoustic gymnastics. That's your way. Billy Jocksrap J. We won't win not next season again. We're 6-8 points behind that manky mob come Christmas. Sean Dyche for manager. I wouldn't laugh at Clark not being in the frame after Martin gets his sack after 12 and 8th. Well, I'll laugh at Clark. But saying that, yeah, let's have a wee bit of. I mind you did a video with Jambo Bear and Oz for Nick's Rangers, man. You went on a random tangent over how you would drink bleach if Martin was anywhere near even suggest it. Did I say that? I probably did. Actually, you know what? I think I can remember saying it. Yeah, I didn't want him. But there's no point me greeting like a little bitch about it. He's here. He signed the contract. The ink's not even dried yet. I don't think he'll win a trophy at Rangers, but I'll back him. I hope I'm wrong. Jambo Bear said earlier on Fog Football he's going to stick money on Rangers to win the league because he thinks Russell Martin's going to do it. And this is the same guy that said Ange would win the league after Ange's second game in charge of Celtic. So Jambo Bear can cook the odd time. Now, there is plenty of other times he's fucking rank rotten and he gets it wrong, but maybe you never know. Maybe Jambo Bear's onto something. I think God visited him in the hospital and went, Russell Martin is going to do it, big man. The Fegan Cup. I hope he doesn't win that. League One team? I don't even know. I know there's Club Brugge. I know there's Middlesbrough. There's probably going to be a Leeds game. I don't know who the League One team is, though. I've been greeting like a little bitch about it since he joined. Yeah, well, so have I, but that's why we need the season to begin. See, until we actually see the team in action and he can build a bit of momentum, that'll shut people up, man. You know? But see the whole 1 or 2 signings pish? That'll give him excuses. And I can kind of understand it. If we keep the same team, right, and bring in just 1 or 2, is Russell Martin going to be like truly to blame? It's like, well, he wasn't back to me. We brought in 1 or 2 players to a team that everyone says is like one of the worst we've ever seen as a cohesive unit. So yeah, I just don't get it, man. We'll have to wait and see. That's all talk, though. Maybe Russell Martin's. I mean, I understand it, right? He's not going to say, well, we're going to bring in 14, 15 players and sell half of these Diddy men because they're shite. Wish he would turn around and say that. Bring back Big Phil. I've seen Big Phil's comments. Oh, what did he say? The turning point was the cup final. I mean, you can say a turning point's the cup final, and to a degree he's right, because if you win that, I think he gets the season, but then he talks about the fans and the boards. Like, mate, you lost to Queen's Park at home in the cup. Let's forget about everything else. That's horrific, man. It's disgusting. Club Brugge and Middlesbrough. Is Kelly good enough? I think he is. Maybe he's a number 2. I don't think Liam Kelly's the sort of guy that's going to cost us. Put it this way: Jack Butland cost us way more than Kelly did last season. I can only really make it the third goal against Hibs for Kelly, and maybe one of the Aberdeen free kick at Pittodrie, where he could have done better. I think that's really about it from a what do you call him? What do you call that guy? Liam Kelly, from a Liam Kelly point of view. So, no bad. We need 68 first-team players and maybe 2 to 3 on loan. Yep. Russell Martin sounds like a clothing brand that went bust after the 2008 financial crash. Russell Martin. You got your Russell Martins on? Kind of does a wee bit, doesn't it? Your Russell Martins. If Raskin leaves and you want Tab out, who's the next Rangers captain? Ooh. It would kind of have to be John Souttar by default, wouldn't it? It would have to be John Souttar. Who would I put? Who? There's nobody else. I mean, it depends. I think you look at the midfield. Big Bailey Rice, you know, what could he do with the armband? Did he give it to him at a young age? It's been done before. But I think John Souttar would just get it by default, to be honest. So you can sign a captain. It doesn't always have to come from within. That's true. I mean, James Tavernier's been captain for a decade, man. I think see, apart from that guy on Twitter, Scott Bradley, saying he's the best right back this country's ever seen. I mean, come on. Come on. Just spewing shite. Honestly, man. Best right back? No. See, at one point, man, James Tavanir was fantastic. I'm not going to rewrite history and pretend the guy was shite, but see right now, man, it's tragic. He's one of the worst names on the team sheet. That's no word of a lie. Balogun, if he wasn't 59 injury prone, that's true. For a creative midfielder, why don't Martin get his limited contracts and get Joe Aribo back? Aye, why not? I see we're linked with, what do you Harry Truffle or something? Talofu or something? What's he called? Harry Roffaloo? I don't know, man. Alan Hutton and Stephen Whittaker are both better than James Tavernier. Aye, to name a few. But the problem is with Tav, man, he's not a proper right back. It's not the thing is, he's actually been all right as centre back. But the problem is, it's not like it's as if it was a case of right, we're going to bring in two right backs and Tav's going to be a centre back. You still need to bring in a few centre backs. Honestly, if they stripped Tav of the captaincy and played him at centre back, I'd almost accept it to a degree, but he needs to. It's time to go. No one. You can't lose as much as we have and keep the captain. Harry Toffolo? Tuffalo? I don't know. That's a disaster. Modern fullbacks can't defend, not a single one. Yeah, but some are better than others, folks. And James Tavernier is certainly. The Forest did. The whole team should have been sold after the Europa League final. Sold the two best. Tav won't last in Martin's side. His whole team always go for it, and with wing backs bombing up and down. But see, Martin will know that. Martin's not going in blind. You know what I mean? He knows that he needs certain players to play a certain style, and like you say, Martin Tavernier can't play it. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. Right, folks, we went 33 minutes. We'll go to 35. So closing thoughts here. We'll be live tomorrow, probably. What day is tomorrow? Monday. Tav would be fine, squad player. He could play 20 games a season, not 60. That's true. You could have got 20 million for Tav at one point. Don't know if we could have got 20 million for him, but there's I mean, I've made fids, 4 or 5 years ago. People linked with Tav, and we were talking about like 10, 12 million for him. And it's no word of a lie. There was talks of Tav getting in the England squad at the one position where they're stacked, by the way. He couldn't be any further away. You know what I mean? He'll still be here greeting. I'll probably still be here greeting. You could get a whole list of players you could have sold for 10 million that went for Heat. You could. Morelos, Kent. Fuck, there's hundreds more, like, but Morelos, Kent, Tav. I mean, Goldson practically went for Hee-Haw. Despite the will get, I can't, I just, hopefully with the 49ers, when somebody goes for a bit of money, it's legit. And there's none of this at the AGM. Well, they actually went for a fiver instead of the 20 million we told you. Hopefully that's what happens. Cardiff City now want McCausland. Well, McCausland needs to go. McCausland, Cortez, Matondo. and whoever else, the wingers, man, they're just not good enough. I mean, obviously Finlay Curtis and the youth that's coming down are coming into the squad. Keep them, but we literally need two wingers either side. We need like two creative midfielders. We ideally need a striker to come in and replace one of the three, ideally Dessers or Danilo. We need two centre backs, and we need a couple of full backs. I mean, you're talking at least 10 players I need it here. And then you factor in people who will be sold. How many players are we going to sign? One or two behind, one or two before the qualifiers isn't one or two in the entire window, but you need to get the business done early, man. I've sat here like a broken record for 2 months saying we need to treat these Champions League qualifiers as seriously as we can, and they're not doing that. And I thought with the 49ers they would, but they obviously mustn't be as important to them as some of us thought, even though it should be. Pack, yeah, Greg Taylor will be away. He's not coming to Rangers. Much is proper going for a tenner? I think so. Anyway, folks, that's where we're going to leave it. There'll be more transfer news throughout the summer. What date's today? The 8th of June. We're getting there. This time next month will be a couple of days removed from that Club Bruges game, so that'll be a real laugh. Until next time, peace.